guys, I got a 4-pound chuck roast on the Masterbuilt 1050. We're rolling smoke at 225 Fahrenheit. We're gonna take it up to the stall. We're gonna drop it on a bed of onions. We're gonna baste it with killer Hogs vinegar sauce. Oh yeah, you definitely wanna stick around for this. Alright everybody, my name's Tommy and this is the gallery back here at Barbecue, and we got a lot to cover today. But before we get going, you know the drill. Hit the subscribe button. YouTube is telling me 83% of you who watch my videos is not subscribed to my channel. Hit it, be done with it, ring the bell so you get notified on all my future uploads. And look, let's get right into this chuck. Alrighty, look, first off, good morning, because it is about 4 a.m. and we are under the lights. I got a nice 4-pound plus chuck. Anytime I see a chuck with that type of marbling and that thickness, I definitely pick it up, and we are going to go with this Uncle Steve's Shake cow powder. I mean, this stuff is, well, look, this stuff is really, really good. I've used it on my last few cooks. If you want to pick some of this up, I'll leave links down in the description. I think this is a rub that's definitely worth picking up. I mean, it has a lot of all the key flavors and then some. And now look, this is a thick piece of meat, so you definitely want to don't be shy with the rub. Get it all over, because this is going to sit in the smoker for a good 8 hours. And now look, when you got that gray smoke, you want to open the hood to get rid of it, then close it, and then you'll get that nice light blue smoke. We're rolling at about 225 Fahrenheit, and we are going to go middle rack, of course. And we got a drip tray underneath with some water. That is the 3-hour mark. We just let it run. And we'll hit it with a little apple juice spritz. And look, that water tray is not there just for looks. You want about a just cover the bottom of the water tray, because you're going to catch some of the drippings. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that water in a bit. And first off, we got some killer Hogs vinegar sauce. If you've not seen my pulled pork video when I used this vinegar sauce, it was killer Hogs killer, so I'm using it again. I'll leave a link up above and a link down below. You definitely want to check out that Carolina pulled pork. Approximately 4 hours in, we're going to start basting it with that killer Hogs. Definitely want to make sure you get all the sides right. We are rolling along to hour 5. Oh man. And she is starting to pick up some nice color, and we are at the 142, 147, 144 Fahrenheit. So we're going to let it go a little bit longer. See some nice flavor in that pan, and we'll be adding a little to that in a bit. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to bump up that temp to 250 Fahrenheit again. Hour 5 hours 225, then bump it up to 250 just to get us over to that stall. And look, I got 3 halved onions. I'm going to go with 1/2-inch slices. definitely want to do, if you do this recipe, you want to keep those slices thick. And now we'll take a look again. We're about 5.5 in, and you see that 250 bump up did this chuck nice. And man, we are probing like butter, and we are at the stall. I would say that was about 157. So we're going to get our bottom rack in that tin. I don't want to put the chuck in the juice, so I'm going to put that rack on. If you didn't have that rack, that's okay. Just put those onions in and lay your chuck right on the onions. It's all good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Alrighty, so what we're going to do here is we're going to get that laid on that bed of onions. Get yourself some heavy duty foil or regular foil, either or, because we want to cover this bad boy tight, because we got another 2 to 3 hours left. We want to blow through the stall. We want to get it up to toothpick tender, approximately 200 to 205 Fahrenheit. Oh yeah. Oh man. Alrighty, and just like that, we're about a little over 7 hours in. Now look, be careful when you unwrap that, as you're going to get hit by some steam. So do take note on that. And look, we're going to probe these, although I know it's ready. And you can see 198, 199. She's probing toothpick tender, and that's even more important. And you see we were 203 there. So this bad boy is going to come off, go back on, just to set up that bark a little bit better. Oh man! You know, first things first, we want to get that juice right to set the bark up. We want to spill that, pour that juice off the top that has pooled in the center of the chuck. So look, we got our pit now rolling along at 300 degrees just for about 15 minutes or so, because we want to firm up that bark. And just like that, she's done. Just that little 15 minutes or so, man, really just puts the color, puts the crispiness on that bark you see on the corners. Oh, yeah. Oh. Guys, look, we're going to get this on the board. We're going to take this in live. Hit that subscribe button. You're going to want to see what I got coming up next, because it is some good stuff. Let's take this bad boy in line. All right, everybody, look, that is it. Total cook time on this puppy, 7.5 hours, 225. About 5 hours, then we bumped it up to that 250 for another 2.5 hours. You'll see all that in the video, so let's take a look. And look, again, anytime you're doing a chuck roast like this, you want some thickness on the chuck. You don't want to do a chuck that's inch thick, because you're not going to get that breakdown. You're not going to get that render. You want a fatty, good old chuck roast, about 2.5 inches thick, and you are golden. Oh man. I'm just gonna cut it in half. Oh man, she's cutting like butter. Oh yeah. Let me just, she's falling apart here. Let me just get a nice slice. mean, I'm digging that, what that Killer Hogs did to this with that vinegar sauce. Put a nice coat on it, nice flavor. I did a little cheating on the flavor test, and also that Uncle Steve's shake. Good stuff. Oh, man. Here we go. You can see it's plenty moist. This is the, that's why they call this the poor man's brisket. I mean, I think I paid about $25 for this piece of meat right here. Again, a little over 4 pounds. And look, let's not forget our au jus over here. I mean, this is what it's all about. Guys, 100% killer. In some ways, I almost enjoy this better than the brisket. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a brisket, man, but I just love the versatility, the cost factor of a beef chuck, and what you can do with this from poor man's burnt ends, and also just a slow roast like this with the onions and the au jus sauce. I mean, this is one hell of a meal. Oh man, just want to get a little of that, bark before I sign off. All right, guys, look, that's it. Again, when you see these beef chucks, you hear Molly inside. When you see these beef chucks in the supermarket, find one about 2.5 inches thick. You want some nice marbling, you want some nice fat in there. You slow roast that bad boy off, and I'm telling you, you are golden. Put it over some onions, get that au jus, and you're double golden. Look, if you like this beef chuck video, I'm gonna stick a couple more here. You check those out. Me and Molly will see you soon.